Caroline Pether is a professional violinist, a Christian and gay. At her last church, she was told she could no longer play on stage after she entered into a same-sex relationship.
It made me feel a lot of shame, even though at that point I was feeling really good about the decision to come out and really good about being in a relationship with my France. It was very strange. I felt suddenly very alone.
What's the difference been coming here?
It's been wonderful. Yeah, we've had a really, really positive experience here. From day one, we felt really welcome.
Caroline and Marie-France had special prayers offered for their marriage when they joined St James and Emmanuel in Didsbury. It made a commitment to accept everyone after the death of 14-year-old Lizzie Lowe, who took her own life because she thought she'd be rejected for her sexuality. But it's not going it alone.
All of us have felt excluded at some point in our lives, and it's really important that we listen and understand other people.
The church has now joined with 11 others who've all pledged to do the same. It's the first inclusive deanery, a collection of churches in the Church of England.
It's made everybody in the congregation much more aware of the value that can be added to any organisation by people with different abilities.
Since we've adopted this policy now, and I think people are just happy to come back to church, and they're not frightened to come through the doors anymore because they know that there will be a place for them.
The vicar who spearheaded the deanery was one of the first transgender priests to be ordained.
I've spent an awful lot of my life feeling on the edges, feeling on the outside. We in Manchester say, what Manchester does today, the world does tomorrow. But actually, I think this is a really significant marker, a really significant statement. Any time we face a situation where someone's being excluded because of their sexuality or gender or disability or economic power, we can be called to account.
The Bishop of Manchester says the Withington Deanery is an important step.
What we can do in Manchester, I think, will show churches around the country, and not just Church of England ones, how you can work around inclusivity and really make something of it.
The deanery is now being asked to advise other churches how to become inclusive. For Lizzie's vicar, the changes being made are part of her legacy.
We owed it to Lizzie to make sure that she didn't die in vain. And I think actually what she's done is she inadvertently started a revolution.